Greetings, this is the Timeshare Traveler. Today is episode 111. My December 2022 Hilton Grand Vacation Max owner update. Here's the overview. HGVMax is here and it's growing. It's pretty exciting, and I'll go through what makes me excited. I mean, actually, it's forward momentum. It's just they're doing a great job moving forward. They have a gradual rollout of properties, and I'll discuss that briefly, and then I'll talk about the 6-month availability. It continues to be pretty good. I know that's been a concern of many people, so I mention that on a regular basis. And then I'm going to do a short demo of available inventory. It looks like the DRI people, if you're a Diamond Resorts people, you have that full access to the Hilton inventory, but it hasn't quite worked the other way on the Hilton side. And I'll go through a specific example of that in California. And then for those of you who've dabbled in the resale market, I'll give you an update on the new rules for HGVMax as I understand them. But before I do that, let me talk a little bit about my channel, and then I'll get right into the details. Hi, this is Cliff, and I'm the Timeshare Traveler. Welcome to my channel. The purpose of my channel is to educate those who love traveling in timeshares. I've been an owner for 15 plus years at timeshare ownership. I have elite ownership with Marriott, Hilton, and Worldmark. I have published over 100 timeshare video reviews, and I've published over 95 timeshare tips. I can be found on Facebook at Timeshare Trav, at Twitter, Timeshare Trav, and on the web at www.timesharetraveler.com. Okay, let's talk about it's here and growing. And you know, it seems to be a feature rollout like many websites. The $88 booking fee is annual fee is there. No booking for less than a week. I confirmed it with the booking, so that's perfect. First and second wave of DRI locations in HGVMax started in August and it expanded a little bit. I don't know when it was, September, October, and so I'm expecting some more things in 2023 to expand. The 6-month booking window is all implemented. You can see that when you go through the site. The HGV inventory seems to be 100% in the DR website, where it's not, right, vice versa. Coming soon is the inventory and the DRI sites. And when I had my owner update, the next thing that seems to be coming is that there'll be more inventory DRI sites. There'll be the new perks for the levels, like the dollar allotments for last minute bookings, and also in my case, because I'm a Premier Plus, I get even some money for Lyft to go to and from locations, which will be great. I have to admit, I've used a lot of Lyft and Uber, and if I can get some of that for free, that'll be great. So on to the next. So what makes me excited? Well, it's continual improvement. So it's like it gets better, and they're not just waiting till it's perfect. They give you what they can. So I really appreciate Hilton in that regard. They've really done a great job in that. And then more availability and new destinations on a regular basis. I see every month. I see now. I've recently looked at Santa Fe, and it's now available. May have been for a while, but it's just one of the ones I noticed that I'm interested in, and now I'm starting to see the inventory. So I may do something about that. No fees for reservation. Just book what you need, when you need it, how long you need it. Not have to worry about if it's less than this or various. That's a good. I think that adds the whole idea of a weekend getaway, which really changes the concept of timeshares, in my opinion. It's starts to look a little bit more like Airbnb, and not trying to say it is yet. The new tier benefits are amazing. I'm excited about that. I'm going to be at the 700, so that's basically a free vacation. And then the purchase of one-time credits with no maintenance fees for extra vacations. So the way I look at this is that's experiencing the next tier. So you can sort of pay the maintenance. Maybe it's a little more than maintenance, but you pay this a little bit extra, and you can experience like what are the benefits of being at the next tier. Or maybe you never need to go to the next tier because you just use the purchase of one-time credits. So I think that's pretty exciting as far as ability for you not to have to put more money in, but get greater benefits out of it. So I'm pretty excited about that. And the active searches, again, for the 6-month window, that'll be really helpful so that you can sort of get a version of the wait list, so you can get actively pulling stuff. And the annual lift, because I've spent a lot of money because I haven't rented cars in a lot of places, I would love to have the lift to get me from location to location. So that's pretty exciting for me. Now let's talk about the gradual rollout. I like what Hilton's done, and maybe it was accidental, maybe it was planned, I don't know, but they've set expectations that it's multiple years, yet I'm seeing inventory availability. Maybe what that means is the properties will get upgraded, but if I get to go to new locations and the property's not quite updated yet, I'll take the property over the update. So if I can get access to it, and maybe it's not quote unquote up to Hilton standards, but it will be, it's another reward for being part of HGVMax. And I don't mean to sound like a Hilton salesperson, but I'm actually pretty excited about it. And again, most locations have some inventory still to come, but happening quickly. I mean, it's been less than 6 months, and we've got probably, I don't know, it's hard to say, but at least 50% of the sites seem to have some inventory for the 6-month window. So that's, I consider that a plus. And I have a 6-month availability to, I have a video that I put out for that. It's the Timeshare Traveler. Episode 101, HGVMax new locations available booking as of November. So just a month ago, I did a whole list by various locations, both from the DRI side and the Hilton Grand Vacation. So if you want to look at that video to give you a sense of what's available as of a month ago. So the other thing is there's some other properties that I really like. The low season are very reasonable, like the Studio in Avila Beach, which has a kitchen, so you don't really give up on the timeshare experience, and it's $2K points per week. So I'm pretty excited. It's literally right on the water. I don't know if you have ocean view for that amount, but pretty interesting. In the Kauai Resort, 8,500, and I've been to the resort. I just haven't stayed at it. I walked it, and it's really just walk around the. Leave the property and you're right there on the ocean. It's really a pretty exciting place. So anyway, there's a gradual rollout is happening, and let's go on to the next topic. Again, I'm talking a little bit about the 6-month availability for DRI. I have a DRI account. It's also HGVMax, so I both a Hilton side and a Diamond side, and yeah, I can actually do searches, and I have the Hawaii collection, so I get great 13-month out for Hawaii, California. Hawaii is going to be a challenge for 6 months out, but I'll use my loyalty searches to grab inventory when rolled out. So far, I've booked 2 resorts, which are pretty amazing. I can't believe I got New Year's Eve in Scottsdale, and I got California Resort Riviera Beach in early January. So far, those are my first forays into Diamond. This is the Diamond site. You see that I'm part of HGVMax because of when I purchased the DRI portion of what I own. And I did a search about 5 months out, a little 5.5 months out of May. It's currently early December. And search results, and I reduced the search results. I only wanted to show the Hilton and the managed properties, which are the real choices. And what you can see is that there's full availability on the Hilton side. You can get a studio or 1-bedroom, or a 1-bedroom and a 2-bedroom at Grand Pacific. And I'll show you that. I'm going to do show you what it looks like on the Hilton side. So right now it looks like all the inventory is available. And again, this search goes backwards or forwards 7 days from the original date you chose. So an interesting search option. But it shows all availability of the Hilton properties plus all of the availability of the Diamond. So right now it feels like in December, the Diamond integration to Hilton is better than the Hilton integration to Diamond, because you see all these different sites available. Then again, the managed sites, I believe those are the ones that will become Hilton clubs. Nothing's done until it's said, but you can see there's several bit availability, and we're out 5.5 months. Obviously, it's not the summer, so that might make it a little more difficult for the 6 months window. But for the May time frame, it seems to be really nice. So now I'll switch over to the Hilton side and show you the same dates. This is now the Hilton side. You can see that I'm also HGVMax here. And what you see is very similar. So on the DRI side, it looks like they have all the availability, because you could book the studio if you weren't exact on the dates, because it goes plus or minus 7 days on the DRI side. But here it's more of a graphical view, and you can see the availability on Marbrissa here. It's quite extensive, and that's what you showed on the DRI side. So then you scroll down, and then we hit Lake Tahoe, and there's not that much availability. I think there was actually more on the DRI side, and it looks like they've only populated some rooms on the Hilton side. I don't know if they're doing it manually or if there's integration database issues, but on the DRI side, it looks like it's all real live inventory. So I think it's just the work they're going through doing the integration. I'm a former IT person, so I kind of know that. And so you can see the C point, there's a 2-bedroom plus that was available on the DRI side if you look carefully. And then there's all the Pacific Palisades, so you have quite a bit of that. And again, plus or minus 7 days on the DRI side. So right now it looks like all the DRI sites have better integration into Hilton than Hilton has into DRI, because it looks like they manually populate some of these searches. And then Riviera, which was available on the DRI side, is not. So that there must be multiple databases on the DRI, and they integrate them one by one, or they manually populate. I don't know if they move inventory manually or how they do that, but there's quite a few yet that need to be moved into the Hilton side. So at the moment, it looks like if you're on the DRI side, you have a better integration into Hilton than the Hilton has into DRI. And I think that'll be fixed. It's just the current status. And I'm pretty excited with the integration, because when I look on the DRI side, there's actually more availability. So it's just a matter of the systems level stuff getting integrated. So it's, again, I'm pretty excited about HGVMax because of the future. And I'm going to guess within the next 6 months we'll see that, but that's my guess. The timeshare traveler guess. You can hold me to it, I guess, or I'm going to live with it either way. But it's pretty exciting. So hope you enjoyed that. And for my final and probably somewhat advanced topic is Hilton has upgraded their resale policy, and you must, in order to take resale and make it part of HGVMax, you have to spend $25K on a retail price per deed of resale. And you must already own some ownership, so you can't just come in with all resales. So I think you have to have some before you can even do that. And again, you can bring the resale in as part of HGVMax with that $25K purchase, but it doesn't count towards tier status. In other words, it won't allow you to upgrade to the next level of tier. So the points from only the points from retail will get you that. And that's a recent clarification. But however, if you get the resale and you put them in as into HGVMax, you do get inventory available to book on DRI sites.